What is up, DG Army? Nethervvoid, also known as John, back with more War Thunder for you today. And today I'm flying more German stuff because I'm really trying to get the hang of the German planes, and also because I'm working up the German line, I'm also working the Russian line. But they're definitely totally different planes, at least at the lower ranks here. This is a rank 2 German plane, the HE-112 V-5. Really tough plane to fly. The maneuverability is just not there. It's like got a negative, negative maneuverability rating or something like that because it's horrible. It has great boom and zoom attributes though, and it's very heavy plane, and it dives down very quick and picks up a lot of speed, and it holds its speed fairly well. You can see me trying to bleed speed here to capture the airfield C, and really not. I'm having a hard time bleeding the speed. Still going 3 something. Part of that could be because I have the landing flaps down, and I think that increases your lift a lot. That's so that you don't hit the ground really hard. I'm pretty sure. This thing does not have air brakes as far as I know, so I'm not using them. So we already captured it, no reason to land. Raise the gear and the flaps. So what I've noticed you do with this plane, and I kind of already knew this in the last video I showed you about the A0, which is basically this guy's, the son of this plane, or daughter, whichever way you want to look at it, the successor. Is you kind of want to build energy and climb like you're seeing me do here. And using the S key to raise my elevators manually, get that, increase that vertical climb dramatically. You can see I'm almost getting to the stall point here before I level off and do it again. But you need to build up a lot of speed, and you have to be at least at the level of most other planes, especially fighters, that are in your area. So you can see I'm trying to climb up to this upper hairball here, because I don't want them dropping down on me. Got a Lag 3, that's the rank 3 Russian plane. Nice cannon on that thing. MC-200, which is, I think that's the rank 4 ahead of the Italian line on the Germans. I'm not sure if it's still Italian. The G50 is definitely Italian. The I-15 is rank... no, that's the reserve, I think. The Russian reserve plane, I think. So here you can see me taking it, and now I'm diving in. I feel fairly safe from the upper part of their ball. I'm actually going after this Nimrod, but he's actually going away from me, if you can see it here. I'm not closing this gap very quickly, so I really should have turned off onto another target. Probably that F2A you can see on the right there, who's trying to capture the airfield. I should have just turned on him, take a few shots at him, and then zoomed away, because that would be right underneath their ball. I'm trying to pick off targets that are not in their ball or near their ball. This guy, you can see this other biplane pulls away and says, forget this, he's too far out. And I picked up a tail here. But you can see I'm still zooming. I'm going 450. I bled off a lot of speed there doing some maneuvers. And it's really what I don't want to do. I'm thinking about pulling out right here because I really don't want to get attacked. And actually and I should probably have done this. I'm bleeding a lot of speed right here. I should have zoomed up into the sky near our ball. But now we're doing flat scissors. I decide to not scissor this time and go behind him so he can't see me when he scissors back. And there he is. He loses me. And I'm not going to win a turn battle with a Buffalo, so I just need to get out of here. And see, if he would have kept turning with me, he would have dominated me. But he decides, you know what, I've been too far away from the hairball, or the fur ball. And the enemy fur ball, which being the blue guys for us, is closing in pretty fast from my left at this point in the video. So now there's a Nimrod. I think I'll take this guy out. That's just a reserve plane. Pretty easy. He can easily outturn me, though, and actually could take me out. Those things are pretty badass. But his turning is not very good. He's doing a yo-yo right there. His yo-yo, he needs to turn a little sharper on his yo-yo. You can see him doing it again. He's yo-yoing again. Except if I get the turn on him, there's something wrong. So now we're both yo-yoing. But that's my quickest turn speed I can do. Now he decides, I don't know, he breaks his yo-yo here and just tries to fly away. Now, never fly up into a stall when someone's behind you. It slows you way down, and it makes it very easy for them to target you. Now, if I would have had the cannon of the A0, this guy would have been totally dead. But no, some other guy picks my kill because my guns are just not very... The guns on this thing are not very good. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it has 2 7.62 millimeter guns on it, which is basically the equivalent of a handgun. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a little bit of a larger round than a handgun. Because I'm thinking 5.56, that's a handgun. 7.62 is kind of like the round you'd find on an M16. Very, very tiny round. I think it was more of a World War I style armament for planes, just because, you know, in World War I, it was really just paper and wood and maybe a little bit of metal. Plane, I mean, you could throw a rock at a plane and you're going to damage it, so you didn't need, you know, huge caliber guns or anything. But once in early start of World War II and during World War II, when people started turning to more metal fuselage type planes, you definitely needed to bump up your armament a little bit. Trying to take the armored car out. The 7 you know, I don't know why I did that. M16 is not going to go through an armored car. Just think about it that way. When you have 7.62, think about what would an M16 penetrate, and that's what you've got on this plane right here. I think it only has a no, I think it's got dual 7.62s, and actually, I thought I picked up a tail, but that's the armored cars shooting at me. I'm not going to fly into their spawn there, so you can see I egressed out of that situation. There's no point in trying to shoot those armored cars out when it's actually enemy airfield. I should have took the enemy airfield A there, and I didn't. Okay, now that the heat is off me, it looks like the spawn is attracted to those two guys. I figure I'll fly back and help them out, making it a 3v3 fight. This is where I should have just took the runway, but by not helping these guys out, they might have died, and I think they've actually got this handled, though. So CR-42 and I-16 are my two targets here. I-16 gets taken out, and the Falco is getting taken out right here. That's the Italian on the German line. I think that's a rank 2, I think. And I'm coming back around on him. He's got much better turn. That's actually a different plane right there. Gladiator? Biplane? Okay. But he goes into a climb here, really low energy, and boom, 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 boom. You're dead. Finally get a kill with this thing. Although I didn't... Oh yeah, V-5. So now I'm climbing and reloading, and you can see I've got 8 seconds left. Dropping back down on the Hurricane. Now right here, I'm at really low energy. I really need to get some climb after this. I'm not too worried though, because we've got this area pretty much covered. We've got at least 2 of us, and I think only 1 of them. So 3 of us and 1 of them. I'm not that worried. Although, here comes some more. Right here. We're getting a lot more dudes right now. Enemies. And this guy, I don't know what he's doing. This should have taken him out. He's like a rank 2 or 3. I think he's trying to recapture this airfield we took from them. Right now we're stomping them. We have all 3 airfields. I should have gotten out of here. Now the spawn is spawning on my face, especially since they lost their airfield. They want it back bad. Another, the Falco again. And I think I'm just about to get taken out right here. When you're low energy in the V3, you really need to get out of there. So I shot down another guy right there, CR-42. Boom! Taken out right there. Too much of the spawn was on me. I should have realized it, and since I had low energy, just gotten out of there. So that's pretty much how you fly the V-5. It's actually not... It's a pretty bad plane. Like I said, it's the worst plane I've ever flown. Oh, yeah, the Falco's a rank 1. So, this is obviously the A0, which you just saw me get 7 kills in the other video. Now, this isn't a really high kill video. I mainly wanted to show you what to look for when you're looking around the airspace and you're looking at, should I egress? You know, should I climb and build up some energy? Should I dogfight some more? Am I okay? Is it 3v1 and I'm fine? You know, how close am I to spawn? Stuff like that. You have to be thinking about that stuff at all times, especially with an energy fighter, because you can't just hang out in there and even though more enemies show up, just, you know, you're fine. And you always have a constant amount of energy because you're a turn fighter. You know, you can operate at low energy and you can just out-turn people. That's not how these energy fighters work. So this guy's sitting on the tarmac here. I think I'm going to jack him up. It's actually just a dirt runway, but let's just call it tarmac. That's fine. That's what you'd call it if you were in the modern Air Force. I was in the U.S. Air Force, so I know all the terminology. I wasn't in very long, but... oh, he was repairing. So now he's all repaired up. This thing has that 20mm gun. Pretty nice. Also much more maneuverable. Now, not as maneuverable as I think the B0 is. Like, I actually have that plane. I barely got to barely gotten to fly that plane though, because I was doing lots of SimCity stuff and other things. So, right there, I recovered my energy on that climb. You can see I'm at 370 speed and a decent altitude, 500. Not, I mean, compared to the enemy planes, I'm at a decent altitude. gaining some more energy here as I go into hopefully waiting for these guys to kind of move in. They're kind of lagging a little bit. As an energy fighter, I never really like to be the first one into the battle. I don't want that hairball right there, or furball, to all attack me at once and just take me right out. So I don't know why they're swarming their airfield so bad. They're definitely furballing it up. This OS2U, let's see if I can... Well, it's a little bit of a dive. When you dive with these planes, they become very hard to steer because they pick up so much speed. The control surfaces don't work very well. Now, right here, I should have pulled up or ruddered out of this, and I get hit. Luckily, it doesn't take me out. Really need to be careful with that when people... Oh, and I can't pull out of it. So, I must have gotten messed up. That had to have messed me up. What someone was saying, I think, is you can rudder to the left or right with Q or E, and that should bring you out of the straight-on dogfight that most people do there. So, not many kills here. This is the Italian G50, if I'm not mistaken, rank 2. I haven't had a chance to fly this very much, but I think this is much more of a turner than the HE-112s. I've heard it's a pretty good plane, but again, I haven't been able to try it. Really looking forward to trying the B-0, and actually got a little bit of footage in it, but I think I die pretty quick. Usually when I pick up a new plane, and I haven't flown it very much, because I'm not an expert at this game yet, even though I've been playing it quite a, 2 or 3 weeks now, I think. I usually do not do very well the first few times I fly it out, because I'm trying to get used to... Every plane's a little different. Every plane has a different turn speed. You know, it has a different flight mechanic, or is that what they call it? Flight mechanics? Yeah, every one of them's different, and right now the statistics on a plane are not accurate because they're doing some adjustments. So you can't even rely on the statistics of the plane to help you out with kind of how to fly it. So that's kind of what I'm doing it with new planes. Is I usually roll out in my best plane first to try to help out the team and get kills and stuff like that. If I get knocked out of that plane, then, or you know, the rank I was flying before I unlocked the brand new plane, I'll fly that one first. And actually, here's where we're going head on to. I think, oh, I'm not doing another head on like that. Let's come in from the side here. It's a bomber. So I don't know what guns this thing has. It looks like it has dual cannons, but that can't be right. A couple nice hits on that thing. It does not go down. That looks like was that a dive bomber? Something like that. So anyway, pretty nice turning right here. Keep him bleeding off a lot of energy. Combat flaps are activated here. I think that's just one flap up, one flap down. That's all it is. You can see, and that's the game. So as you can see, I didn't get to fly that one very much, but it's all right. 2 kills, 2 deaths. Again, I just really wanted to show you using the V-5 plane there. Lots of nice XP. Got rank 4 out of this, and that's going to be the HE-112 V-5. Let me know what you guys think. See ya.